While I was studying in the seminary, I had a friend called Thomas Kalaradil, and he later went to Canada and he became the parish vicar of a very large church. In 2016, I went to Canada and I went to his church. On a Sunday, he was conducting solemn mass, and I found one old woman in a corner of the church, himself and his secretary. Nobody comes to the church in advanced nations. I also traveled through Quebec City in Canada. It's a French, influenced place. And in a government tourist bus, their recorded message would beam out when we came to old churches. Due to lack of faithfuls, this church has been sold off, or this is put on sale, and things like that. Many others are already sold. This is the case in Western Europe, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. People reject Jesus, the Bible, and the whole Christianity. Jesus and later his priests used to administer, peace be with you. And the Muslims even now say salam, meaning peace. It seems up to now, peace and happiness descended from heaven. Joy is divine joy, peace is divine peace, happiness is divine happiness. But no more. Heavens with their virgins, liquor supply, rivers with honey, or floating beautiful angelic ladies up in the sky are all collapsing down. Now, how many people really want to go to heaven? Not even 50% of, the percentage of people earlier who wanted to reach heaven. The threat of the dictator gods like Yahweh and Allah of burning, the souls of humans in towering fire is simply ignored. The monotonous sermons of priests, mullahs, and imams who have read only one book is also not listened to. They know this is all, their own, let's say, talk for their benefit. And if you ask a Muslim, will he go to heaven? He will say, if I fast, give alms, do pilgrimage to Mecca, pray 5 times a day, and keep praising Allah all the time, I will go to heaven. A Christian would say, if I get baptized and keep the 10 commandments of God, I will reach heaven. A Hindu, heaven is merging with the Brahman after getting rid of liberation from the birth death cycles. A Buddhist wants to follow Buddhist teachings and attain nirvana, a supreme state of mind. Well, we have to die if we want to reach any one of these. And nobody who has died has returned to give his or her experience. No rocket or interplanetary or interstellar probe or powerful telescopes that orbit the Earth has ever located anything like that anywhere in the universe. A heaven to contain humans of 200,000 years on this planet should be as big as the sun and should be habitable. But nothing has been found. And so you mean to say all these are simple hearsay? Could be. Heavens are different for each sect or each religion. Christians, Jews, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists all have different ideas. That gods are different. Do not even have a god. It is not God given, as they are intrinsically diverse, and hence we can easily discount them off as a fragment of human imagination that created all gods. All that is certain is that this body, which is part of this planet, will die, and normally it merges with the planet's energy storehouse to live in the cosmos forever. Why not we let aside the stories of heaven and hell as fiction and come to terms with this life that is real, tangible? The reality is we have these 100 or 120 years at the maximum, and what to do with that? We don't feel like dying as there is an innate urge to prolong one's existence. Well, a minuscule percentage commit suicide, they are in a way okay as everything is over for them in that moment. But what about the majority who are alive here? Among these, many are born poor. In poor regions of Africa, Asia, South America, and so on. And many are there who are born in rich countries. The poor cannot usurp on the riches of the rich. They are well armed, and the poor are not armed at all. So far, poor people suffered their poverty and pain in the hope of an afterlife. This hope is receding. As the poor breed fast, their conditions becomes worse. It is a vicious cycle. Religions, tell them to multiply like the sands on the seashore, as the Almighty will feed and take care of them like He does the birds of the air. But nothing of that sort has ever happened, although the poor has multiplied on geometric proportions. Their lives have been one of abject poverty and pain. Most of them are still dying out of malnutrition, absence of medical attention, natural calamities, and horrendous contagious diseases. It looks nobody can help them. Gods are not helping them anyway. But you who are listening to this talk should take responsibility of your lives. That is what matters. Nature has provided us with the most complicated machinery in the cosmos. We have an unparalleled brain. You can enjoy living or be in perpetual stress, pain, or misery, as it is your choice. Many have asked me, can we become happy each moment of this life? Do you think so? Can you become happy? What's your opinion? Doing God's will or obeying the commandments? Well, there are different types of gods, different commandments, which God to follow, which commandments to follow, which morals are to be obeyed. Everything is contradictory. We know now with death, everything gets over. That's the only reality we know. Let us think in more mundane, realistic way. What causes people pain and suffering? Now you all tell me, what causes us suffering? Diseases? Well, it could be. Ill health? Correct. Poverty? Yes. Illiteracy? Accidents? Yeah. Okay, you can name many more. These are the basic causes. But then perfect health is our responsibility. It's not the medicines or hospitals or doctors who can make us perfectly healthy. Simply desire it from now. I want to be perfectly healthy. Irrespective of how you are at the moment, you can get healthier. If sufficiently younger, you can become perfectly healthy in a decade or two. How does diseases come? Have you thought about it? Diseases are not, coming when you are born. Your crystals are crystal clear and you are absolutely perfect. So, but then diseases have come. Is it through malnutrition, lack of exercise, negative mind, stress, pollution? Well, all these are, reasons. But you did not mention one most important thing: eating more. We as humans require only a little bit of food, but we eat more, and that too, a lot of unwanted food. We need to control our eating. We need to do exercise. Have an attitude of gratitude. After all, you got a chance to pass this way. Get yourself fully involved in whatever you do. That's a great thing. We got a chance here to pass this way. We are conscious about it. And now to be happy, we need to involve ourselves in whatever we do fully. But many of the socialistic, employees, they want to do less than what they do. Or they want to skip work. They want to do, perfunctory just to keep the job going. So they will not be happy. If you're studying or working, get fully involved. Do more than what you are expected of. When you involve fully, you enjoy living and you make others also happy. And you make a better place for you and for the entire human race. This world or the behavior of others need not disturb you. Your response is always within your control. Experience peace. After all, what is there to be anxious about? Your death clock is ticking away seconds, minutes, hours, and days. It's ticking even now. Why should anything worry you? If you are perturbed, time heals. After pitch darkness, brilliant sunshine appears. Nice night gives way to morning. The only commandment to follow is don't hurt another being. Don't hurt anybody in thought, deed, or even in action. But be helpful, be loving to all if possible. Let us be ecstatic by seeing a blade of grass sprouting up, a flower blossoming. Let us be ecstatic about the gurgle of a meandering stream, the murmur of the wind, and the rustle of the leaves. Let us enjoy everything in nature. This is millions of times better than making millions of rupees or dollars or building a mansion. You don't take anything when you go, your grave is empty, or you get cremated naked. All that matters is your inner experience while you are here. Some gods have asked people to butcher animals and eat. Don't do that. They have a life, they have consciousness, theirs and ours are connected. All subatomic particles vibrate in resonance in the universe. We are a minuscule atom of this cosmos. Let us be in harmony with all. Then our life will be blissful and theirs too. Thank you.